Hello, Morgan.
Hey, Maddie, how's it going?
I'm good. How long have you been working for Opelika Observer?
Well, I've been here nearly a year. Started as an intern for Auburn in May of last year, and after I graduated in August, I was offered a full-time position as a staff reporter, and I decided to stay. Well, the Observer, it's the community newspaper, and so we place an emphasis on reporting about events and people and places here in Opelika. So that's the beautiful thing about this job. I never know on a day-to-day if I'm interviewing a football player, talking to the owner of a new business that's coming here to Opelika, or covering a big event like the Mill Fire or the return of the Rocky Brook Rocket in Monkey Park. It's just something new every day. I'm very energetic and passionate about what I do, and my editors see that, and they both care about, like me, about putting the news out there first, being the source of news that people can turn to in the community. So, we like the Mill Fire, for example. We saw it, we went. Charlie out there, he went and took some live stream Facebook videos for us, and so just having that presence, being the source of news that people can turn to. And if it's happening right then and there, we'll be there providing that for people. That's something that we've tried to do, and the way that social media has gone the last few months and putting ourselves out there more, the Facebook Live, we've been able to give people instant access to those big events, and that's been a huge help for us and has helped grow and expand our brand a little bit. Social media, there's a study on journalism.org, and they found that 6 out of 10 Americans consume their news from social media. So that's 60% of the population here in America. It's 300 million people. That's millions upon millions of people who get their news from social media. And I think that kind of goes to a more local point as well, because there are so many people, so many of my friends, so many people I know, and their life's on a smartphone. And so I can't tell you how many compliments and comments I have from people here in Opelika who say, hey, I saw your story on the Facebook page or whatever. And so we also usually, depending on the kind of story we post, we get a lot of feedback. We went from just posting every once in a while to posting regularly, and we've added probably 1,500 to 2,000 more likes in the last few months, and we have some very loyal Facebook followers who they react and engage with us, and then they share it to their pages and spread it to their friends as well. So by going ahead, and if it's like the Mill Fire, having that live video there, people can see it there on our Facebook page, and we can use the articles in the following week. If it depends on which day it happens, we can use it in the following week to describe what happened and let people know, hey, if you want to see it right away, go to our Facebook page and check us out. And
do you guys also use Twitter to do that?
We have a Twitter, and we're really trying to, we're going to start focusing on using that more and utilizing that as also instant access. But Facebook is our bread and butter.
And would you ever promote your articles on your personal social media?
Absolutely. I used to read the paper years ago. My grandparents are subscribers, and so the paper, I always loved it, and that was one of the things I saw we could improve on when I first started here, was just being more accessible. So for the older family members of mine on Facebook that check my page regularly, I decided to go ahead and start posting my articles, and so when I moved from intern to full-time, started doing it more, and then we also started using my, not my idea, but just the idea of putting ourselves out there more by posting our main articles of the week on Facebook.
Do you think there's pros and cons to using your personal social media accounts and or the Opelika Observer's accounts?
I don't really see any cons to the personal or the main Facebook page for the Observer. To me, we're young, and we're only 8 years old, and it takes a little while to put yourself out there more. So I think Facebook, like I said earlier, it's our bread and butter. So it's a great way of spreading the word, and we go from word of mouth to more of a social media based thing, which is so important in today's journalism world. I know from Facebook, it shows you as the kind of the owner of the page, it shows you the reach you have, and we reach thousands of people each time we post. So I think there's a lot of people who want to stick to the traditional print and get their news that way, and I think we reach several thousand that way, and then Facebook, it allows us to reach an even broader audience. And social media, Facebook is free, Twitter is free, so taking advantage of a free resource and just putting ourselves out there more, and having somebody like myself and our people here that are just so passionate and energetic and care about Opelika and what happens, and making sure that the people here, they stay informed, and that's our top priority, and so that definitely has helped us out a lot by just being able to utilize that free, huge platform and making ourselves accessible and visible to the public. Well, I think, with Charlie's help, we're going to continue to improve the website, make it more accessible and user-friendly. And also, I'm not a Twitter guy myself, but I definitely want to, become better at it. And, again, Instagram as well. Be able to use all those social media platforms to reach our audiences, because I think with Facebook, we definitely have tapped into a larger audience, but I think through the use of Twitter and Instagram as well, we can appeal to the younger audiences who will continue to help make this paper a viable source of news for generations to come.